Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Nation Network. Vince McShane with you here, and this is Open Mic Night. This is where we're going to just mess around a little bit and have some conversation, and we can talk some wrestling. After taking several months off from AEW, I've recorded the last 2 weeks of shows. I went through last week's show. I'm not going to lie, I didn't sit through a lot of it, but I watched some of each match. I fast-forward a little bit here and there. And my opinion hasn't really changed a whole lot on the product. I still think they are on that same Dixie Carter path that TNA took, and we know how obscure they are now, even though they still technically exist. They're grasping for straws at this point, trying to stay alive and trying to stay relevant. I should be excited about what they're doing with Tessa, but at the end of the day, the idea of a woman holding the men's heavyweight championship, I know it's never happened before, and she'll probably be the first, but it doesn't help. By the same token, going to AEW, and I know everything's scripted, I get it, I understand, but having the transgender whatever, I don't even remember the character's name, yeah, it just doesn't work. I mean, because now you have an all-out fights, and I don't care what you want to call her. She's a dude. Just like Bruce Jenner is a dude. You're born with a chromosome. That's just the way it is, okay? You can pretend all you want. You can live in that mass hysteria world that has become politically correct, but the reality is you got a dick, you're a dude. Even if you cut it off, you're still a dude. So the idea that you've got this he-she throwing punches on a female and suplexing and drop-kicking and all that, and I know back in the Attitude Era that was kind of a done thing on many occasions. I still remember Mae Young getting put through a table by the Dudleys. I'm sure most of you remember that. But that doesn't make it right. And I don't know. In this politically correct climate, I can't believe. And I think the thing that bugs me the most about it is how that has bled into real life. Right now, there are high school athletes, female high school athletes, that would be getting full ride scholarships based on their athletic prowess. But they're being held out because some guy who identifies as a woman is allowed to compete in their sport because he knows he wouldn't have a chance in hell competing against guys. That's just a fact. And I think it's wrong, especially in certain sports like wrestling, amateur wrestling. How in the hell are you putting any dude on the mat with a girl? I think that's insane. So that's my take on the whole AEW thing. The women's division's a hot mess. I dare anyone to argue that with me and make a point out of it, but it is what it is, right? Right. All right. Hopefully we'll get some chatter going on up here in the near future. NWA Power, let's talk about that a little bit. I've been a big fan. I'm still a big fan. It's still the only wrestling show in years, many years, that I sit through from start to finish. But I'm getting concerned. Not going to lie. I feel like they're starting to kind of get away from what made them unique and that old school throwback by trying too much to be somebody else and something else. So case in point, they now have Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, spoiler alert, because I should have mentioned that, making an appearance, and he'll have like a one-off match maybe or something like that. Not for anything. Scott Steiner is so past his prime, he can barely move in the ring anymore. All the years of the roids have taken their toll. And I get he has a history and a tie to the NWA, the WCW, and why, they might want to explore that even for the short term. But when you do that, you take away opportunity from a guy like Ricky Starks, who is hands down the future of the company. He's going to be, I predict, a big name in wrestling down the line. I just think he has the it factor. He's fun. He enjoys the microphone. He's good with it. He'll get better. And that's scary to think about because at this point in his career, as good as he is on a microphone, and we all know that's more than half the game right there. Taking a look at Mr. Anderson. Maybe I just didn't notice it in the previous weeks. But my goodness, My goodness. Mr. Anderson been having himself a little bit of chicken dumplings, I says. He been having a little bit of the beer. He been having a little bit of the chitlins. Oh, yeah, he been eating himself real good, baby. He got a gut hanging over those trunks now, man. It's like, dude, what happened? I thought he was in decent shape. Now, man, it looks like he just totally let himself go. But I feel like it all happened in a week. It's like, I don't remember. Then again, these TV tapings are how many months old the first season before they went on break into the pay-per-view. Were taped months ago. So that's very possible that over the course of months he put on those 7 to 10 pounds. But my goodness. Get yourself to the gym, baby. Have some pride in what you do. So, yeah, the Scott Steiner thing, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm going to jump out here and take a look at a couple of things as well while we're doing this. Baby. Jeffy. That is, not such a great Jon Moxley. What else we got going on here? Anything worth looking at? Spectacular. Babyface. Jack Swagger looking decent. If I gave a shit about him, but I don't. Dino! All right, let's see. I am just curious to know if anyone's going to save me some time. See if we can find us a Steve McMichael, perhaps. It's a pretty easy build. It's thinking. Not looking too positive, though. Let's go this route. Jon Moxley. And we'll try a search for McMichael. The other thing is I hadn't seen Steiner in a little bit. And my goodness, the amount of tattoos that boy added to the pile. So the chest I understand, because if you haven't noticed, he has that sunken chest thing going on that Kofi got, which comes from striation of the pectoral muscles. And that happens to, well, I won't say a lot, but a number of guys who do the type of work they do so far as in the gym, where you can overdo it and then you start tearing muscle and it doesn't rebuild, and then you get that collapsed chest look.
Bringing in Steiner does worry me, but it's still a fun show. I gave up on AEW.
G2K, buddy. I agree with that. All of that. I guess I haven't given up on AEW only because I've taped the last 2 weeks or recorded the last 2 weeks, and I'm watching it in pieces here and there. I just started on this most recent episode, and I only got maybe one match in, if that. So I'm not going to pretend that anything I've seen has swayed me in any way. They still got that little midget out there whose name I don't need to remember because he's meaningless. But, yeah, I mean, there's just no reason for a guy that small to be wrestling in a scenario where he's in any way getting the advantage on guys that are 240 pounds. Now, if he wants to do the Mikey Whipwreck thing and just get his ass kicked start to finish, I got no problem with that. You want to be enhancement talent, that's fine. But, you know, at 125 pounds on his best day, the thought that he's going to, you know, flip somebody around or what, I don't know. Saw something else really disturbing, and I'm not sure if it was out of NWA. Well, it's not really NWA, but Championship Wrestling Hollywood or one of those other relatively local / promotions. And I don't even know how old the video clip was, but it looked pretty recent. Anyway, Colt Cabana was in the ring with our favorite degenerate there. What's his name? Joey Ryan. And there's a moment. I guess they were tagging up. And it's a quick GIF. And he turns around and does, not Joey. Boom Boom. He turns around at one point while they're in the corner, and I think the match may have just ended from the look of it. He bends down, and kisses Ryan's dick. Literally. Kisses his dick. I guess the dick got a dick flip in and won the match or something, maybe. Now, I grant you, he's wearing shorts, trunks, or whatever, and God help, I hope he has a jock on anyway. I don't give a shit. There ain't nothing about that. Nothing about that belongs in a wrestling ring. There are kids there, for God's sakes. That's just a nightmare. That's a train wreck. How Joey Ryan has a career is beyond me. All right, well, it looks like we're going solo on Steve Mongo McMichael because nobody is making stuff old school too much right now. Take a look at some of my recent stuff in case you have not seen it yet, and if you want, it's mostly uploaded. That little glitch that existed for a few weeks where I could just keep uploading stuff endlessly, that's gone away now, so I actually have to delete stuff to make room to add new stuff. New custom superstars, edit custom superstar. I don't think Steiner's going to be around very long. I think he's here for maybe a match or two at best. He might be part of Hard Times, perhaps. But I don't see him being around for 8 months. And if he is, he ain't going to be wrestling. The other thing about NWA that's starting to worry me is you got Strictly Business, right? But more and more they're coming across as Horseman 2.0. And I'm seeing this evolution, and I don't like it. With Nick Aldis now kind of morphing into 1980 Ric Flair. His style of promo, some of the zingers he's hitting the audience with when they talk out loud. It's kind of like they're trying to be the Horsemen without calling themselves the Horsemen. And what got them going in the beginning for me was the fact that they were themselves, and they just worked it. They created their own characters, they kept doing it, and they did it well. All right, taking a quick look. This is somebody else's creation, but I'm using him as a enhancement talent, but he came out really good. It's fun playing against this dude. That's Bobby Bradley, and you can download him under the same name if you so choose. And let's see. Anybody new? Dennis Rodman, I posted that a week or so ago, close to a week ago. Like the way he turned out. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I got to add that to the roster. This is somebody else's I downloaded, but it came out pretty good. I tweaked Eric Bischoff from that prior build that we did several weeks ago and gave him the shirt vest combination so it looks a little bit more like the pre-NWO or the Arrival NWO. I completely changed Grandmaster Sexy's face. I went with the fat face that I usually would use for Bundy, then slimmed it down a little bit here and there, tweaked the mouth, nose, obviously all the necessary features to make him look a little bit better, but I'm much happier with this version. Hugh Morris. This is probably the newest one, the latest addition to the roster. Let me take a look with you. Again, found some little tricks out because there's a lot of things you still can't do on this game. And one of them is, let's get a look here at the face if we can. I'm really happy with the way that turned out as well. Lighting preview, match lighting. So you get that profile in there. I think that's dead on right there. I'm happy with the way he turned out. And with the tattoos, you can't fade them out unless it's like one of the in-game ones. So anything you upload or if you download somebody else's uploads, you can't fade it out. But what you can do is you can place on top of the tattoo one of the shapes, whether it be the oval or the square or rectangle, and then you can match that skin tone to that so that it's basically now you can't see the tattoo, and then very gradually just fade out the block or the circle. And as soon as the tattoo comes through to the point of opacity that you want, you're good. So basically there are blocks over the top of these tattoos so that it looks a little bit more faded into the skin. And all these little tricks we got to figure out with this year's broken-ass game. But it gotta admit, in some backwards world, it makes it a little bit more entertaining that you have these challenges to get over. I have recently had the opportunity to chat via text with our friend Tonguelist, who is not having any fun at all with this thing. He's much more particular than I am. As long as I put something out that I feel is a fair representation, especially with this year's game, there's so many things that you still can't do that they haven't fixed. And he is a perfectionist. He just doesn't want to put anything out unless it looks to his expectations. And I don't blame him for that. I mean, look, he's got his own brand that we all recognize. The stuff he puts out is first class, top notch. I always look forward to it. Matter of fact, we're going to take a quick look and see if he has uploaded anything. He's worked on a lot of stuff, and as far as I'm concerned, it looks great. But again, he's got higher standards for himself, and we are our own worst critics. I guess Kevin Sullivan's my latest, but it's not my creation entirely. I downloaded somebody else's, and then I went to town on the face because their face scan was horrible. So I had to take the face scan out and then tweak the shit out of that. Anyone else newer? Mean Gene, that's a new one. Be using him soon. Mike Awesome. Ah, yeah, the NWO Sting, another new edition that I've just put together, and I've uploaded him. Take a quick look at that one. I like the way that turned out as well. So he had those bigger pecs than the real Sting, so we went that way. But otherwise, I'm real happy with the way he turned out. I think it was pretty sharp. Oops. That's when he first joins the NWO, and that's when he kind of does the impersonator. So there you have that. And I didn't realize, I was actually watching a video on the guy, and I feel bad, I'm forgetting Farmer's his last name. I can't remember his first name. And he was the wrestler that played, I believe, Cobra in WCW. And he was the one that played the fake Sting. And they did a 1 hour shoot interview with him, and I was listening to that and all that went through. And you go from being, the Cobra, who didn't get a big pop anytime he went out, to coming out that first time as Sting, where a lot of us all thought it was really Sting. He looked pretty convincing. And he gets all, Road Warrior pop for the first time in his career and basically piggybacking off of somebody else. But that was a pretty cool story, the way he tells it. And what many of us may not realize, because back then it was still mostly VHS tape trading and stuff like that. The internet was up, but it wasn't quite where it is today with wrestling. But he ended up, when they kind of wrote him out of the NWO here in WCW, he ended up going to Japan and having quite the career over there. He got a pretty good run with their NWO product over there, which is kind of cool. I mean, they had their own version of the Sting. You can't beat that. And I feel like he did a pretty good job of being, a close facsimile to Sting. Let's see. Anything else worth looking at that we haven't already seen? Sid, same thing. I saw a lot of Sids up there. They all look great till you download them, and then the face scan is just so burnt looking. And I was going to just delete the file of the face scan itself and just work the face, but then I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just make my own. And that's pretty much what I've done here. And I had him posted for a little bit, but there's an alternate attire, and it was keeping him from really getting much in the way of downloads. And that's because I wanted to set him up with his Lord Humongous look. And this is not exactly obviously accurate, but with all this new stuff that we've got downloadable to us, I thought I could really make a wasteland version of old Sid as Lord Humongous. But a lot of people couldn't download them because they didn't either have the DLC content or what have you. So I left them up for a couple weeks, and maybe 6 or 7 people were able to download them. And I feel like he had gotten a little bit more than that without that extra attire, but I like it, and I might find a way to tweak it in there at some point in time, maybe near Halloween or something. I don't know. Alright, I think we are going to next go on to creating a Mongo Steve McMichael. And I'm toying with the idea. I won't do it today, but I'm thinking about possibly doing the Karl Malone thing. Rest assured, I will not be doing Jay Leno. Nor will I be doing this next one, but it's worth looking at just to see if somebody did. Anyone want to take bets? No, what a shame. No David Arquette. I wouldn't have used him anyway. I did use him once, like 4 or 5 seasons ago. Don't even recall what I did with him, to be honest with you, but... Okay, let me get some photograph references here. All right. Pull up some photographies. I mean, in all honesty, he's going to take more time putting together his... got an interesting look nowadays. I'll be the first to say, when he first joined the Horsemen, I was like, what the fuck? But he won me over, man. He had some good matches. Not too many good pictures of him here, I'll say that. Likes to wear sunglasses a lot, I'll tell you that much. This is one of those where I think a face scan would help a lot. Well, this helps a bit. Got a solid profile picture here. We can start working off of that. All right, Creations Superstar, new custom mail. Somebody was asking me the other day about the return to YouTube. So here's where I'm at with it. I am still actively keeping an eye on things in general and seeing how other people are doing. Yeah, I know. Simply because I'm still a little leery about all things considered with this whole COPPA thing, but I've got a lot of stats to back up that I don't have anybody in that age bracket. I don't monetize my videos, therefore there's no targeting of an audience. So from everything I have seen, which is not exactly, the legal definition, nobody's a lawyer that's telling me anything concrete. That's been my biggest issue with this whole thing is, I feel like YouTube should really be stepping up and giving us this information, since they're the ones that screwed the pooch in the first place and are creating all the problems, really. Okay. see. That works. I might want to. Yeah, that might work better. That. I'm gonna stick with the stomach and everything else pretty much the way it is. Shoulders, that we can. And the arms. Okay. Now let's get into our deformation. Oh boy, he's got one hell of a jaw on him, I'll say that much. That nose is about spot on accurate other than height. And that's about good there. Now, normally I would go to the face templates, but I'm just getting this feeling that this is really going to be the answer anyway, so. And let's see how we want to work this out here. get up into the jaw because that's definitely one of the big things. Hit the jawline here. Jaw height. Always a big fan of removing a lot of the turtle region. I think the heads are just so oblong. Alright, let's get into our wrinkles. And he's got a fairly simplistic one. We're going to dull them down a little bit. Take a look here. Alright. Still need to be here. Sorry about that. And we're going to go into the cheeks and the cheekbones. Okay, well, let's go here first. Hmm. Like I said, the nose is pretty spot on right now. I don't think I'm going to mess with that too much at all.
Hello.
Matthew, how you doing, my friend? All right, I think that's gonna do the basics of the face right there. Now we just gotta tweak it all up, get the hair going, and I wanted to set one more thing here. The eyes.
Doing well.
I'm happy to hear it. What are you doing on this fine day? I suck at this.
Uploading a new video for my other channel.
Aha. 64, we'll go with that. And that video would be what?
The robotic voice is back.
Yeah, I've got the voice on this way because I get tied up when I do these created wrestler things.
NCAA06 Pacific Tigers Dynasty.
Well, there you go, Pacific Tigers. Yeah, I do the voice thing when I get tied up doing these created wrestlers because I don't always look at the comments and I hate when I miss people's comments. It's an open mic thing, so we want to chat a little bit. We were talking earlier about all things wrestling, AEW, and I'm starting to watch a couple of the last programs just to see if anything's changed in the last couple of months, and not really. And I'm still not a big fan, not a fan at all, really, of AEW's product. And with the NWA, my concerns are that the Strictly Business is really just a ripoff of the Four Horsemen. And I see Nick Aldis trying to become Ric Flair, and I'm not happy with that. I kind of liked it better when they were kind of having sportsmanship matches and things like that.
AEW is mad.
I still like NWA, don't get me wrong. I'm concerned. And then they bring out Scott Steiner. And it's like, come on, man. I mean, I get the fact that he can still do a little something in the ring, and he has that NWA tie to him, but, yeah. I don't know. Not feeling it, I guess, is where I'm at. All right, I think we're good with the face for now. I might go back and do some more work on it afterwards. You see how these eyebrows are working here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that definitely works. Okay, attire time.
Steiner is mad now, but I wish he would partner with Rick for one more show.
I don't know. Does Rick do any more in-ring stuff at all? I mean, I've seen pictures of him. He's a real estate agent now, and he looks a lot different, which is understandable. How many years have gone by? All right, let's go with our ponytail, which I think we'll find fastest going from the bottom up, which means I'm probably wrong. No, maybe. How long is this ponytail? That's a stretch, but I kind of like the high forehead because that's spot on accurate for that part. We will come back to it. We will see. No, that's definitely not going to work. I think I'm going to end up going with the longer ponytail than I want just because the rest of the face shaping is perfect. Let's see how this does. Wait a minute now. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I just wish that ponytail wasn't so out there. Yeah, a little more like this. Let's see. Let's keep looking. Keep looking. I think that's going to be it for ponytails. Sad but true. Alright, let's get back to the ponies here and figure out. The overall shaping of the face and everything, this is by far the best, except the ponytail so freaking thick. This one comes too far down the forehead to be a serious contender. That leads us, how is this one? This one's just long as hell, isn't it? Which is unfortunate because the rest of it is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's try. Let's see. Nope. Nope. So tempting. This one sits better, but look how friggin' long it is. And it gives us the high forehead look. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to go with this one. Alright, we get our eyebrows, and we will fade those way down. Good to go there. Alright, clothing time, which is going to be pretty simple. That's what I love about this character.
Who are you making?
Oh, now you just hurt my feelings. Let's see if you can figure it out. All right, let's see. We'll go with the upper lower arm left. Boy likes to use a lot of tape.
On go.
That's it. You got it. First guess right out the gate.
That's who I think it is.
You're correct. It is Mongo Steve McMichael.
Looks good.
Thank you. Let's see. Hand, left hand, right. He likes to tape on the fingers. That's wrong one.
How is 2K20? Did it survive Y2K?
Um, 2K20 is still a broken piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie. There's still so much you can't do that you should be able to do in the game, and I'm just talking about the stuff that legitimately is part of the game that just doesn't work, especially in this mode right here for creations. The reason I'm not using a face scan is because I can't. It'll only allow you to scroll through your first 16, I believe. So once you've uploaded a 17th face scan, the only way to be able to see it
Glad
so you
to
can
see
use
you are
it.
still on YouTube. Yeah.
Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm still on YouTube. I'm just being a little bit more aware of the whole COPPA thing, and I can assure you the minute there's a fine, that's it. That's shutting down. But I'm still going to do the Twitch thing as well, but I think I'm going to aim that towards the more modern era stuff. Seems to be a younger crowd over on Twitch, and we'll stick with the old school shit over here, I guess. Let's see, that's upper, I need lower body, I need a pair of shorts. And let's go this route.
Hey, Vince.
Hey, hey. Latrell in the house, what's up? Now it's a party. There we go. Oh, damn, I could have almost gotten away using that.
You still plan on ending your channel with the unedited broadcast of WrestleMania?
Jeremy, yeah, when the day happens that I'm, like, officially hanging it up and I know that's it, that is my plan. That's the way to go out. Shoot. I really like those shorts for the length, but I'm not liking that strap thing. Let's see if we can find something else here. You're killing me, Smalls. These other ones are too short. What if we can get some short tights? Guess we'll find out quickly enough, won't we? Nope. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. That'll work. Yep. Saves the day in the last minute.
Did they fix 2K20 yet?
Oh, Latrell, they fix it as much as they're ever going to, but it still sucks. So, if you had any hopes that they were going to get it to the point where it doesn't suck, then you're in for a rude awakening. Still a ton of stuff you can't. Oops. Still a ton of stuff you can't do, especially here in this mode, as I was just mentioning moments ago. A lot of the tools don't work the way they're supposed to work.
I wish you can have him come out with his small dog.
What was his name? What was the dog's name? $1 million. I want to say Fifi, but I don't think that's right. I completely forgot about Fifi. Or whatever the dog's name is. Oh, shit. It's right there on the tip of my tongue, too. Wore the stupid little hats and stuff.
Fifi, I think.
I feel like it is, but I'm more positive that it's not. So you see the clipping right there on the shorts, how the skin breaks through, which always annoys me when that happens. And this game has always had that problem for as long as I can remember. But that's one of those things that drives me insane.
Pepe.
Pepe! Pepe! Jeremy for the win. Pepe! Pepe!
Pepe. Crap, I was late.
Yeah, Matt. Sorry, man. The whole million's going to go to Jeremy. But if it makes you feel better, it's Monopoly money, so you're not really out that much. Pepe. That's a hell of a good trivia question for future.
I'm broke as usual.
You and me both, brother.
Still XD.
Alright, let's see. I'm leaning towards that one. That's not bad, but yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay. Whoa, look at that. See-through leg. So, yeah, they haven't really fixed the game, to answer your question. Unless you're good with see-through legs. I mean, that's possible. Whatever floats your boat. Like I said, what I love about Mongo is he's a real simple build when it comes to like the costume and all that stuff. Not going to take a whole lot of time to put him together. And that's almost it, man. Just going to throw a jacket on him and then an alternate attire with a t-shirt.
Dang, he tried to run for mayor.
He ran for mayor?
I'm on his wiki page.
Ran for mayor where? What state, county, and all that good stuff? I guess he figured that Kane did it, so why not? I'm having fun doing these without using face scans. I feel like it's more natural. It's more of the old school way we used to do them back in the old days. Don't get me wrong, it would look a little bit more realistic. But, yeah, it is what it is. All right, that's good.
I'm Romeoville, Illinois in 2012. In asterisk.
Romeoville, Illinois, that's a place? Oh, yeah, well, it would make sense. Chicago Bears. All right, we're going to copy that. Then we're going to give him his
I
Chicago
was reading
Bears
an
jacket.
article and Brock stated he plans to take a more relaxed schedule for 2020.
More relaxed? What's he going to do? Go into a coma? 4 matches a year, a little too much for him, is it? That's going to piss off everybody in the locker room. Not that he gives a shit.
Seriously, WTF.
I had heard something about that, but I thought it was a joke. Like it was a New Year's Eve post or something like that. And they were saying that his resolution was to work a more relaxed schedule. So I don't know if that's really a true thing or if that was just a goof.
Brock is annoying shit.
Yeah, I'm not. I was a fan, and even when he did his UFC thing, I was a fan. But the bloom, as they say, has fallen off the rose since. All right, where's our Letterman jacket at here? I know we got one. Is that it? No. Close, though. 1999. 1990. Oh, look at these jackets you can't use because he's got a friggin' ponytail. You're going to kick my ass with this shit. 1990. I might have to change the hair up. There is a possible way of getting around that, actually. I haven't tried it yet. If I save him as a manager, and then once I have them all together, I can unsave the manager. And that should work. It's worked in past
Same, but
years.
after finding out what he did in New Japan with Inoki.
Okay, you're going to have to give me the story on
I
that.
started to hate him as a person.
What happened with Inoki? I'm not familiar with that story. I was never a fan of him as a person. I mean, he's got a shit personality. And I cannot stand his wife. Never could. Thought she was a fake plastic piece of shit bitch. It was going to melt under the hot lights. The more they shoved her down the throat, I always thought Sunny was the hottest damn thing back in her heyday.
YouTuber Kim Justice did a video on it. It's a good watch.
What's the title on the video? I'll check it out later. Been watching a lot of shoot videos lately. Alright, let me see here. Where is... First I gotta find a damn Letterman jacket, then I can figure out how to make it work.
You sound a lot like Cornette.
I sound like Cornette. You mean just in what I'm saying or vocally? 'Cause I like to think Jim Cornette is a little bit higher octave than where I'm usually at. And I can't maintain that right now because I'm still coming off of those 3 weeks of the friggin' flu from hell. I did so much coughing, I was like, I don't know if I'll ever have the voices down again, man. I messed up my vocal cords pretty
He
good
hates
there.
Sable too.
Oh, yeah. Nah, yeah, I've heard him talk about that, and I'm so in his corner on that. Yep, I could not agree more. I feel like I'm missing this jacket, even if it's not going to work with the hair. At least show it to me so I can... Where's the damn Letterman jacket?
Fuck, it got taken down. I saved it though.
It got taken out. What, the video? Why the hell would they do that for? Oh, here we go. That's what I'm looking for.
New Japan clips. Plus WWE clips.
So what, you gotta search for both of those things? This freaking thing doesn't automatically delete.
It dumb. She did videos over Heroes of Wrestling to the Korea show in 1995.
Hopefully I can find it for you somewhere.
If you do, I definitely want to check it out because it sounds like a good story.
Da Bears.
The Bears.
She only has one wrestling video on YouTube and it's the Heroes of Wrestling 1. Da Bears.
It may have got struck down. Let's get it right. B-E's right there. A-R-S. Alright, now we're going.
New Japan is like WWE. They don't want people posting clips or videos of their shows.
Well, they probably should, because then they get their ass kicked off of TV by Impact of all things. I tried watching their stuff on, what the hell network was that on?
Yeah.
Access? I tried watching them. I just couldn't get into it. It wasn't my cup of tea. The fact that the commentary was being re-recorded with not Cornette, but Jim Ross and whoever the other dude was, I don't even remember. And you knew that they were just watching it on TV and then doing the commentary, trying to act like they were there live. It just didn't work for me. And then I really just wasn't into the matches. I didn't know the guys. I didn't care about the guys. They do interviews I couldn't understand. Maybe if I ever find myself going to Japan, I'm definitely going to go check out a live show just because for them, wrestling is what football and baseball are here in the United States. So I would take advantage of going to the Egg Dome or something like that to see a major card if I happen to be there. I don't have any anticipation of ever being there. Unless I make a wrong turn on my way to Australia someday. But I am going to go down to the Keys in a couple of weeks here in sunny Florida. Never been there before. Editor tire. Upper body. Pop. And generic. Let's see. That works. Excuse me. There you go. Gonna be on the upper side here, thanks. Assume it's in that 512 by 512 sizing, which I can't recall now. Probably not. Cause it's spoiled again. Yeah, you would've. Not there either. Okay, finally. It's getting nervous.
Found it on Dailymotion.
Anyway, you can post a link here. I don't know if it'll let you or not. Or maybe in the comments section below the video.
That and the Uncut Korea show review.
If you can't post it on this video, since it's being live streamed right now, post it on the last one in the comments section. I'll definitely check it out. I don't know what the odds are that they're going to have Mongo, but we'll take a look. Oh, close. Mondo. That works. Oop, wrong way.
I found it on Google Video Search by typing Kim Justice Wrestling.
Kim Justice Wrestling. All right, I'll find it.
Plus on my phone.
I'm thinking McMichael's a stretch too, but let's see. You got lucky once. McDonald, McCarthy, McKay, McIntyre, McGregor. Nothing even sounds remotely close to McMichael. Let's see. McMichael. There we go. All right, here's what we're going to do. McMichael. Mondo Steve McMichael. Boom. Boom. Personal information. I guess we'll say he gets cheered, right? Pretty much most of the time. More times than not. Alright, well, we're going to say he's from Chicago, Illinois, I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll go with Chicago. Alright, then we'll throw all our WCW signage. Yeah, let's see what's he got here. Auto reverse, possum, definitely not. Speed buff, definitely not. Furious, increase your striking power, gives you minor. We'll go with that. Instant recovery, reversal. Finisher, resilience, escape a pin, submission, or elimination. Minigame with ease. It's a modest boost to adrenaline, allowing you to do more. Greatly increase your defense at the expense of overall mobility. I'm gonna do that. And it also reminds me I gotta go redo my Sting real quick. Skills. Does he have any skills? We'll give him a little bit. Not many of these though. Hammer throw for sure. We'll give him the leverage. Everybody gets table finisher in my book. Sorry. Royal Rumble, no. Nosebleed Daredevil, definitely not. Trust, no. Equipment box diver. I'm going to... yeah, I'll let him jump off an equipment box. Comeback. He wasn't a big comeback guy, was he? Running corner attack for sure. Ring toss out for sure. I'm going to give it to him. Barricade breaker. I'll say yes to that. Table, definitely. Escape pod. Not that we're going to do much of that in WCW, but you never know. Ring breaker. I think he qualifies. Maybe him and Sid go and tear the place down. Double finisher. What was his finisher? I'm going to have to watch some video of him do the moveset. Catch finisher. I wish I could remember what the hell his finisher was. Suicide dive. No. Corkscrew. No. Powerbomb. I hate that move. We'll go with that one. Locker powerbomb.
Same as Duggan's.
Oh, 3-point stance. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? So charging clothesline or something like that, because they don't really come out at a 3-point stance. You'd think by now they would have added that to the game. Office table powerbomb. We'll go with that. Spear. Yeah, we'll let him be a backstage badass. How's that? Ladder bridge powerbomb. Help your allies while 2 allies are on the apron. We're going to say anytime. I like this one better. Breakout finisher. Okay. And his overall's an 84. We're going to need to probably tweak that down a notch. Not much, though. We'll definitely give him a bear hug or something like that, so we'll keep that up there. Foreign object offense. Damage recovery. Yeah, he's down to an 82. I'm good with that. All right, abilities. Last but not least, man, that looks pretty solid right there by itself, does it not? There we go. Thank you for that information, Billy. So when I make a moveset for most of these guys, I'm not going to sit there and pick through moves left and right like a lot of people do. I'll just basically copy similar styles from different wrestlers and kind of mix 2 or 3 together. And that generally works out pretty well for me. All right, so let's hit the movesets. While we're doing that, let me pull up some Steve McMichael video here. Steve McMichael versus Kurt Hennig. Give me a squash match so I can actually see his stuff. The Renegade. I'm going to be willing to bet he probably squashed him.
Main event time on World.
Drop the audio there so I don't get in trouble. The old Worldwide Arena there. Holy cow, that's a throwback. Yeah, the Renegade ended up with a pretty depressing finish there. Did he not kill himself? I think he committed suicide. At this point, he's not doing the whole Jim Hellwig thing with the makeup and all that stuff. And he had a decent look to him. I don't know why they couldn't have done something better with him. I mean, not like he could put on a great match or anything, but, you know. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the sunglasses on him. Gonna have to go back and do that. Man, they didn't even have guardrails or nothing back here. Just had the ring up on some revolving platform or something. Oh, actually, I feel a lot better. His ponytail was that long. I didn't realize it. That's actually spot on, exactly the same as his hair. So, yay. I feel better. Poor Renegade. All that beef. What's the old saying? All steak, no sizzle. This is going to be an ugly match. I can see this already. Mongo put on some good matches, though. I mean, at first I thought it was a big goof, that especially when they made him a horseman. I was like, no way. But I can't recall exactly who he had matches against that stood out to me. That's the unfortunate part. But I remember several matches, and it might have just been Nitro stuff. But where I was like, damn, you know, Mongo's doing all right. Got a sidewalk slam there. That kind of makes sense. Grinding out that rear chin lock. How long is this match going to last? Another 3 minutes, I can handle that. Big elbow to the midsection. Ooh, Mongo with a knee straightening up the Renegade. Telegraphs the back body drop. The worst chokehold of all time by the Renegade. I guess he's a full-on heel at this point, but man, you can just tell he's not even barely laying a hand on the throat. Sell it, bitch. Pump handle slam by the Renegade. Ooh, backbreaker. Interesting change. Didn't look good, but... It's a long-ass cross-knee backbreaker, man. Way to put an audience to sleep. Ugly Irish whip into the big boot. Oh, shit. Stan the Lariat Hansen clothesline. He looks like he's legit pissed in this one. Caught him a pretty good clothesline there. By the way, I'm watching B. Williams Wins. Number 25 at the end of that. That's the channel this match is on. Or you can probably just look for Steve McMichael versus the Renegade from November 9th of 97.
It says Tombstone Pile Driver for his finisher.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that does sound a little familiar. Been a while, man. I've not. But I can see that for sure. With his size and everything, that'd be a good finisher for him. We're getting pretty close to the end right now. We'll find out. Goes for the lariat. Nobody home. Renegade with a crossbody. Gets a 2 count. What are supposed to be some big right hands by the Renegade. He's not doing a very good job of delivering. Follows him in. Clothesline. And now the Renegade going to let the hair come out. Yeah, he should have been wrestling looking like that from the get-go, man. Why'd you have that damn ponytail on there? Ooh, handspring. Muda elbow by the... Oh, yeah, there it is. Tombstone it is. You called it. Boom! Party over. All right. That's all I need to see. Thank you again, Billy. Whoa, whoa. All right, let's see what our pre-match. Something like Michael like. Yeah, I'll go with that. Alright, that's good enough of that. Title match. He could end up with a title here. It wouldn't surprise me. Sure, why not? We'll take it. All right, now let's go to our... All right, so we want some guys that are gonna... Let's go with some Big Boss Man, I think. Oop, not Biggie, sorry. Big Boss Man, there you go. And I want to take all these out because those stay as is. I'm going to keep my pre-match after I did all that. So we'll save that. Say yes. And now, who else I want to use? No, Big Show. Yeah, let's go some Big Show. What the hell? Those out. Take that out. Leave the weight detection part there. Tag team. Special moves. I guess you could leave the springboard. It ain't happening, so diving corner. Boss Man's. Ba-da-bum-bum. Leave that for the Boss Man. To the ground. Alright, we're good there. And now, I'm just going to go to my specials. We got Spybuster. Yeah. Alright, so we'll change this up here. Let's see, charging clothesline. Not charging clothesline, so let's go clothesline in general. Like that one. And let's see what else we want to do here. Fireworker. We have that tombstone. Heal. Oh, wait. There we go. Boom. Oof, that looked pretty brutal. Alright, and then finishers. Yeah, we don't want that cross arm. We're hoping he's got one there where he grabs the leg for the cover. All right. That's going to be the one. What else did we want to do here? I'm going to keep it side slam. I kind of like that. That's pretty much how I bang through the movesets. Unless it's somebody really super specific. That's got a very, very unique. And generally speaking, that works for me. All right. I'm starting to wonder if that 82 is fair. I see X-Pac there at 84. Entrance, Superstar. Almost time. All right, let's go. I miss it. Where'd he go? There he is. I'm probably going to just drop the music out because I'll be using the actual Horseman theme. There we go. And that's actually going to work. Gotta add the glasses to his entrance, and I feel like his face needs to be a little puffier. We can make that happen too. You never really see the ribbon. I'm not sure why they put it in there for, but all right, let's go one more time back there. We're going to throw the sunglasses on. We're going to puff them up in the face a little bit more. And then we're going to test them out, and then we're going to upload them. New custom superstar. Edit. Guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you click that like button. It does help out a little bit. And trying to let everyone know that we are back here. Feel free to copy and paste this thing if you've got a Twitter account or anything like that. And let's see, Steve. Oop. Yeah, I can't do it. I was going to try a template here, but I can do it and not keep it. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. I almost like this. I'm going to stick with what I got. Alright, we're going to check one last thing here before we throw the sunglasses on there. That definitely looks better. Wait a minute, did I... Oh, I gotta switch the hair out now that I know the other one is ready. Alright, face. Nope. Face is fine, yeah. And... Nope, not template. Sorry. Definition, structure, size. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot better. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Back it up. Start here. Edit attire. Appearance. Hair. And where was that other one at? That's it. Nope. think the only other thing we're doing is widen up the top of the forehead a little bit more. Region. Looks a little like Mr. Potato Head when you look at him from that perspective, but it'll all work out in the end. Yeah, that's better. All right. Now we're going to do throw him in a match and see how he looks. He played on the Super Bowl champions, right? Pretty sure he was wearing a ring on the set a few times. All right, one-on-one. We'll go normal. Nitro Arena, of course.
Does he come with Deborah?
I have not made any of the women this year for the 2K20 because without the face scans, it's almost useless. There's just not enough to work with, in my opinion, to make a good female character. So, unless someone else has her out there. And like I said, I never really found a use for that one either. To me, her and... I found her more useful, for sure, than Plastic Bitch over there. Sable. Oh, forgot the entrances. Damn it. Oh, and I forgot to put his sunglasses on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Bobby. Bobby, what you doing, Bobby? What you doing to Mongo? Mongo like candy. Oh, I think you made a bad choice, my friend. Oh. Man, I think it looks pretty good, doesn't it? I feel like I gotta make Bob Bradley a little smaller in size. He seems a little too statuesque. Need him to be a little more diminutive. Oh, there's the clothesline. God, I wish they could get into a three-point stance. Well, that's gonna backfire. I can feel it already. Elbow. Good deep arm drag right there by Mongo. Oh, deposits him. Unceremoniously indeed. Wheels him out across the ring. Bradley, I don't like your odds right now, buddy. Reverses the Irish whip. Oh, once again. Oh, he missed. Let's see if Bradley can survive. Nope. Short work of Mr. Bradley.
Here is your winner, Mondo Steve McMichael.
You know, I'm thinking what I should do is maybe make an alternate attire for him where he's a commentator. I don't know. We'll see. All right, sunglasses, and then I upload. How's everybody doing out there? Y'all still with me? I'm going to throw those sunglasses up there. And there you go. All in all, pretty happy with the way he turned out. Okay. Attire. I don't know how I missed those. Let's see, he's got those kind of thin rectangular ones. Yeah, like that. Let's see. Ooh, that's it. Winner. As is. And there we have it, Steve Mongo McMichael. All right. Back out of here. Community creations. Let me see what I got that I can get rid of. Oh, I gotta go back and tweak Sting real quick, too. Don't let me forget. I just re-uploaded. Oh, and he's already got 11 downloads pretty quickly, so. Like I said, I like him a lot better this way, and that thumbnail doesn't do him any justice. Let's see. Who we gonna diss? Damn, Ken's doing all right. I was gonna take him out, but maybe I won't. Man, Kidman, I'm a little surprised. Last year, I just was on 19 earlier. He's got over 9,000 downloads on my Kidman last year. And essentially, it came out looking exactly the same. Now, granted, I didn't get 9,000 in the first month, and a lot of people didn't buy this game because it sucks. So, taking all that into account, I just thought he'd be higher up than he is. I mean, like, shit, Rick Steiner's at 880. I don't want to split up the Public Enemy. Gotta keep both of them in. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of Dennis. I don't think there's going to be a big demand for Dennis. I want to change his hair out, too. I got a feeling McMichael will do better in a day than Rodman's done in probably the last 5 days he's been up. Bam. And as always, you can find my stuff. Maybe. How hard was that they had to block out? There we go. One Nation will get you all of my stuff. I really should mention something here. Oh, I can't use shoot. Well, let me use the keyboard. Probably should have put that on the other ones too, but just thought about it. All right, have at it. Anybody interested? I'm really happy with the way that turned out. All right, Dennis Rodman and Sting. Then I think we'll wrap us up. Hit Sting up right here. feel like I need to do that with the other Sting as well, though. Or maybe I should do it to the other Sting and not this one. Nah, I can still use it. What was the other thing? Dennis Rodman. If you haven't seen Dennis Rodman yet, it came out pretty good. Face really made me happy the way that came out. Okay, we're gonna go to this attire. Well, I was gonna be okay with that hairstyle, but nah, not really. This one's definitely better. Nice. Whoops, a little higher on that one. And we'll just raise the bar on this one, that's all. Yeah, I'm not feeling the black. Try red. Yeah, it's more like this. Oop, wrong color. Is it? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just not feeling that strip down the middle. Okay for the back though. All right. And we're just going to bounce and give Sting his disappearing act. And then we're done. Solid 91 rating for Sting. Then they buried him as soon as he come to the WWE. I really don't want to do an alternate. All right, let's see. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it already has it. Never mind. Forget it. Didn't realize he already had that feature. All right. Well, boys and girls, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Did some wrestling talk early on. I'm going to go check out Injustice Wrestling. I'm going to see see what happened to old Brock Lesnar there. All right, in the meantime, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, thank you so much for joining me here for the open mic. It's always fun getting an opportunity just to chill out and BS a little bit, because during the actual streams, I try to keep it as realistic as possible. Therefore, direct interaction other than a couple of texts once in a while here and there. So I like this opportunity. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you right back here ringside very soon with more Nation action. Take care. Bye.